Hi everybody, this is Attorney Shapirali. We have a news basically on tomorrow. We are going to have this week. The U.S. Supreme Court is going to be dealing with the situation of Texas versus the United States, the famous case of DAPA and DACA, where the U.S. Supreme Court is going to decide whether they will allow the Obama administration to pass the law on DAPA. DAPA is deferred action for parents' arrival, just like DACA, deferred actions for children arrival. What basically the rule does, it gives a deferred action to people who have children and meet certain requirements in the United States, who are people who entered United States through EWI without inspection, but who have children who are United States citizens. Their parents were supposed to get actually a work permit under deferred action, just like DACA did. Of course, there are some other requirements in DAPA that needed to be met, but at this point, then suddenly, just before the law passes, 25 or 26 states actually filed a lawsuit against the United States, basically the Obama administration. Of course, most of them are Republicans, an anti-immigration group, and at this point in time, it seems like it's not really worth it to even uh, say why they did that. But the question is, can a state block a federal law like immigration? This is a really bad precedent, and ultimately a federal court actually agreed with the state, and now the case is going to the U.S. Supreme Court. This has been going back and forth before Justice Scalia passed away. Now, that what is happening is, had Justice Scalia been there, there is a big chance he would have voted against the law, which would have made it 5-4 probably. Now the question, and he would have probably upheld the lower court, which said that the Obama administration procedure was not constitutional probably, but now the question is, can what will happen that Justice Scalia is not there? My thought is that because it's a equally divided U.S. Supreme Court, there's a big chance that we're going to see the lower court, which has blocked the Obama administration from passing DAPA, be upheld, meaning that the law will not go through. Now the question is that will any of the conservative judge side with the Obama administration? It remains to be seen, but it's a very, very interesting thing to follow, especially because the fact that by default the federal government has right of immigration, not the state government. But the problem is that, of course, you have all the government pretty much kind of those state government which are want to really change immigration, and they have pushed for it for a while, and then they were able to block President Obama's DAPA provisions and also DACA provision. Now, if the Supreme Court shifts the balance of power, one of the conservatives vote against against the lower court, which have upheld against President Obama, there's a chance we're going to see DAPA coming out and really in full force, allowing almost 5 million people to get a work permit. Just to let people know that the DAPA or the DACA does not give citizenship to anybody. Only thing it does, it only covers the issues of giving a work permit, just like DACA does. So now the question is that whether state that voluntarily provides subsidy to aliens with deferred action has Article 3 standing and a justiciable cause of action under Administrative Procedure Act (APA) to challenge the Secretary of Homeland Security guidance seeking to establish a process for considering deferred action for certain aliens, because it will lead to more aliens having deferred action. Whether the guidance is arbitrary and capricious, or whether not in accordance with the law, whether the guidance was subject to APA's notice and comments, and whether the guidance violates the Take Care Clause of the Constitution, Article 2, Section 3. Well, my answer is federal Immigration is a federal matter, so I think states have no rights to really control immigration. However, the way the states brought the action, they are talking about basically the subsidies that they give to aliens living in their state. So that's might give them standing to sue, and whether it was arbitrary and capricious, basically by the DHS to really propose and pass this law. Um, at this point in time, since Congress has never acted really in the favor of immigration, personally, as an immigration lawyer, I think President Obama did very well by giving a chance to many of those people who will be stuck. Now, the other questions, are, of course, is constitutional in nature. So let us see what happens. We will know. I think tomorrow the arguments are going to be starting. It's United States versus Texas, very famous case now. It's going to be a landmark decision if it goes back to, if the federal court is reversed, which I mean the district court is reversed, basically where Texas was able to block the President Obama's rule. But that's going to be really bad actually as a precedence, the truth, because if you have a situation where the state can make their own immigration laws, we are going to be departing from really the rules of law that has been applicable to the United States for years now. So let us see, and the poor people who are waiting, and there's a lot of people are suffering, and I think it should give them a chance. And those pictures really shows exactly what is going on now. So we wish all of you good luck, to all the people who are waiting on DAPA and DACA. If you need help on your immigration matter, please give us a call. And anything I'm telling you today is my opinion, and you should not consider this as legal advice. Contact an attorney if you have any questions. No attorney-client relationship is created by this video. Thank you, and if you like our videos, please subscribe.